Sanbonani, Dumelang, bonjour, and welcome everybody to another episode of the latest sports show with your host, Hita. Thank you once again for tuning in and continuing to tune into the show. We appreciate it very much and hope that you are having a jolly good time watching the show. I've got Dox with me, and we are at the GEP studios, as you can tell, and we are so happy to be back here. Let's go. Dox, do you want to say a young hello before we get started?
Yo, what's up?
Come on now.
We're back, GEP.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Don't forget to follow GEP. I'll put all their links in the bio below. You definitely want to tune in because they've got the best podcast in town.
Let's go.
Bar none. No kidding.
No cap.
And on the topic of Liverpool losing the Champions League final, Sadio Mane has requested
to leave
the club. That for me, okay, along with Robert Lewandowski's request, is the biggest request since Ronaldo.
Yeah,
I think.
That's fair.
The biggest transfer news since Ronaldo, asking, and obviously Messi leaving Barcelona, because these guys are integral parts of their team.
Yeah,
I mean, Lewandowski more so than Mane, I'd believe, but I guess there's a reason why, and every good thing must come to an end, right?
Yeah, but not Mane. Mane is Liverpool, bro.
I think even if you were to ask Liverpool fans, I'm sure more of them would want Mane to stay than Salah.
You think so?
I think so.
Okay, fair enough.
Because, okay, I've spoken to a few Liverpool fans, and they think, I mean, maybe it's a cliche.
Okay.
Or, Salah's got bad PR, but he's considered selfish.
Yeah,
not bringing people into play. Not getting, but the guy literally has the most assists in the league this season.
But the thing is, look, I think that is also to just bring some perspective. I think Salah, even the goal conversion, I'd like to know how many shots he takes in the game. This guy will shoot 15 times and score a hat trick. Of course, bro. You know what I mean? Of course you will.
Yes.
Benzema has 2 chances and he gets a brace. It's much better than you taking, but that's besides the point. So he does pass, but my thing is sometimes it's obvious that he should pass, but he still shoots. Even in the final, there were instances where, come on, bro, just give
pass the ball.
Pass the ball, let me try to shoot. He never does that.
I mean,
and there's a question that maybe you didn't answer when we were talking about Liverpool. In the final, I think if they started Mane on the left, Jota or Firmino in the middle, and then Salah, it's a different game.
You could argue that. Because Mane, no, really, because Mane is not a number 9, is he?
He's not, bro. He's not.
And I mean that performance told, because he's not. Why would you play a guy? No, that was me.
Oh, well.
Why would you play a guy in a position that? I mean, how many games this season has he played in the false 9 position or the number 9 position? And now you're going to put him in the Champions League
And it was working because it's those games. It's the league games. It works. And the thing is, bro, they could have gotten away with it if Courtois didn't have that big of a game. And they'll be like, yeah, look, it's working. But
yes.
And that's the problem. As long as they're winning games, you have no right to even challenge it, Because I saw this coming along from a mile away. And I was like, this is going to come back and bite them. But they're winning games, but they were struggling, eh? Remember the game towards the end of the season against Aston Villa? It wasn't like they would concede first, then they score, they would concede every time.
And they're not scoring as many as you'd expect them to score, or creating as many chances. But what about the next Neymar? Luis.
Oh, Diaz.
Colombian Neymar.
I think I said it in the previous. I don't know if that part has dropped already. But I spoke about Luis Diaz and I said Luis Diaz reminds me of Neymar. Even Vinicius, it's the same bracket because it's rare to find. You see, we have players like Pulisic. Pulisic is the type of guy who wants to go left, right, zigzag. And then, but these guys are coming straight at you. They don't care, bro.
Man's coming straight at you.
Bro, they don't care who you are. And this is what I haven't seen this in a long time. He comes. Right, do you know what's his name? Jesus Corona.
Yes, I do.
Yes, he's also right. Yeah, he's now at Sevilla.
Oh, okay.
He plays a little bit like that.
Yes,
I wanted one of those two to come to Chelsea, and then they got Luis Diaz, of course. Bro, Luis Diaz is very good. Bro, this guy, he's not scared.
By that final performance, what do you think of that? Do you think that was good too?
I think he did not change anything about his game, and it's because of politics and because you have to take somebody off. And I think based on performance, Mane should have come off.
Wow.
But the thing is, it's Mane. You don't just substitute Mane. Bro, what was he doing in the midfield?
Up front.
Up front. He wasn't doing anything. But having said that, I think Carvajal is the bad boy.
The monster.
He's a bad boy.
Certified
He's a bad boy.
guy.
I told you previously, this guy is not fast, but you cannot outrun him.
Come on. He's got too much XP.
It doesn't make sense, bro. The XP is just too much. It's too much. You see in video games when you play, there's you can have your XP, and there's another one that is not highlighted, but you can unlock it as you go. You see that? You see what I'm talking about? Yes. And this is where Carvajal is. He's beyond what, bro.
It's unlockable,
bro.
No, really. I mean, I will say it again. His performance in the second half of the season,
crazy.
He's just as vital, I think.
Even in La Liga, this is how he's been playing.
Yes.
I haven't watched much of La Liga this season.
I would have wanted us to have a Champions League squad put together. And I think we'll have it on our social media. We'll put together some, this season's Champions League 11, our own opinions. And we'll put it up, maybe for a vote even, so that y'all can see and y'all can let us know what you think of them. But he would definitely be in my... UEFA released the team of the season, or the Champions League. Yes, they did. And who was in there? In right back was Trent.
Rhys James?
Trent.
Alexander Arnold. I saw it. I saw it somewhere. I did.
The back line was made up of three Liverpool players. Trent, VVD, and Robertson, which I would beg to differ.
Robertson?
You can't tell me Black Boy Mendy,
I think he's
not in there.
Yeah, I agree.
These guys, I don't know what it is. I really believe there's an agenda for English teams. I really, really believe so. And I mean, it could be because my player was not selected.
Yeah, Trent. The thing is, Rudiger. Okay, I'm happy now. This is it. Yeah. You see this team?
You agree?
UEFA? No. This is it.
That's definitely top 5 centre backs in the world today.
Because it's joining.
Come on. It's gonna be I don't know if you guys realize how over it is. We signed Rudiger. Madrid, this is. We signed Rudiger. We signed Tchouaméni. And up front, I really believe in the front line.
And I heard that you're linked to, you want to get Jude Bellingham.
If we get Jude, although I'd find it difficult to see which position he'd play or in whose position.
Why not? Because you have some players. I think in the next 2, he would come, maybe be on the bench. Like Camavinga right now, you know, you would argue that he's in Casemiro's position, but in the next 2-3 years, that's his position.
That's his position. But even Tchouaméni is going to be Casemiro's replacement.
Yeah, for sure.
Camavinga comes in there as well.
CM.
And then you got Valverde. So now you get Bellingham. Where do you play Bellingham, you know?
You rotate, bro.
You do rotate, because not like
this is where the name can allow you to do that. Even at Man City, Manchester City has built this name and legacy, and also Pep Guardiola, that you haven't seen Mahrez go public with frustration about not playing.
No.
But he will spend days on the bench. Grealish hasn't been regular in the team. 100 million.
One guy who's not happy is Sterling. And he's actually been linked to move away.
But has he spoken about it?
Yes, he has. He says you have to see. He said you'll have to see about his future. I think, especially because the World Cup is coming up, so you'll have to see about his future in the summer. See if he has to change.
I saw him linked to Chelsea. I don't want him. I don't want
Madrid too.
He should go to Madrid.
likeliness, I think he'll probably end up staying at City or going to something like Bayern. Oh, Barca. I would hope anyway. Please keep him away from us, though.
Yeah, I don't want to. Look, he's a baller, but age, we're trying to move forward and we're trying to do like a marquee signing.
Yes.
Give me Dembele or Neymar.
So that's who you'd want at Chelsea.
I'd want Dembele. Dembouz.
With all these injuries and everything?
Bro, that is it's like, it's a bit selfish because I see the injuries and all that, but this is one of my favorite players since Rennes. You know, like I come from a French background and I watched league more than Premier League growing up.
Okay.
So Dembele, this guy, we call him El Mosquito.
El Mosquito?
Yeah, that's how we call him, bro.
Wow. And because he's physique or?
Because of it, yeah, physique.
He's penetrating.
Bro, this guy, I remember there's this video, you've probably seen it, it's quite popular. And they're asking me, what's your strongest foot?
Yes.
He's like, I don't know.
What do you mean?
They're like, okay, so we saw you taking a corner with your right foot. He's like, yeah. I'm left-footed, but I prefer taking with my right foot. I'm like, okay.
Exactly.
But sometimes I take my penalty with my left foot.
That's the level.
Bro.
That's the level.
And he was like 18.
Imagine that.
And he's had
generational
his
talent,
best seasons under Tuchel. And they asked him. There's a video. I think it's Saturday Social. Premier League produces it, and they were asking Tuchel, who's the more skillful? I don't know. The most talented. Yeah, you've worked with. He said, of course, Neymar is a freak in this world, but I think it's Ousmane Dembele.
Because he is.
That's how highly you think of him.
I think without the injuries, he'd probably have not surpassed Mbappe, but he would be where Mbappe is today. Or he would have been there ages ago.
I think lifestyle as well. He's not. Maybe now
he's changed now. It seems.
But he's not. What's disciplined?
You don't think so?
There's no discipline.
Maybe marriage will change him because he recently got married.
He did.
And
I just hope so, man.
How many injuries since then? I think one. Come on, he finished the season. The past Benzema for assists this season.
Yes.
I think he might have turned the corner. I would hope so.
I hope so too.
I really would.
Because there's so much talent in there. He doesn't want to. Does he want to leave though?
It's actually his contract situation is very interesting. So they had talks in January, but they collapsed after his agent, his manager could not reach an agreement with the board, and Barca feel like that he's trying to take advantage of them. So they think he's trying to get more money than they can afford. But what he's saying is, you guys are signing all these guys. You just signed Aubameyang. You just signed Adama Traore. You just signed Ferran Torres. You want to sign Lewandowski, but you can't pay me what I want.
Yeah,
kind of doesn't make sense, you know. So the actually talks are ongoing at the moment, but Xavi does not seem too optimistic about renewing.
I hope he continues like this.
He says he does want him at Barca, but he's got his blessing and for the future, you know, which means he's most likely. I don't want to say he will leave, but the chances of him leaving are very likely. Yeah, very high chances of him leaving, and I think it'll only be to a project where he'll be guaranteed minutes. And
at Chelsea, we don't have a right wing, and ZH wants to leave.
You don't have a right wing.
We don't have who's our right wing?
You got Pulisic, don't you?
Pulisic doesn't even know what position he plays.
I swear.
I'm so disappointed in him. Bro, when Pulisic joined Chelsea and he took the number 10 shirt, I was so happy. I was like, this is the new Hazard. And he did show glimpses of it.
There's a big boost to fill,
bro,
you know?
But oh my God, this guy.
What's happened? Captain America.
I think he's one of those players who works with confidence. And if he feels like the manager trusts him, and because when Tuchel came, he was saying that he's worked with Pulisic at Dortmund, and Pulisic is a good impact player. So for now, he'll be
bench.
Yes, you know. But bro, you're the captain of the USAMT.
You can't be off the bench.
So you really want to be the main guy, because yesterday he was man of the match against Morocco.
He's that assist.
You know what I'm saying? So when he comes to Chelsea, it feels like it's a whole different player. And I feel like he needs the backing of the fans, of the coach, of everyone to be like, you are the main guy. Do your thing,
and not be rotated so much.
Yes, bro. This guy was played right wing back for a few games even.
Imagine that.
Disgraceful.
But so was Hudson-Odoi.
But he's and this one, I think Hudson-Odoi is not on that level too. You see, so he can't really argue. It's a bit like you were young in the team. You just want to play. Yes, just get some game time.
You want to sign that's number 10.
You know, but that guy is crazy. And I feel like we don't give enough at Chelsea. We don't give enough. I don't know, leeway maybe to some of our academy players. Only Mason Mount is the one that we've been like, okay, we can make mistake, but we'll back you. Maybe Gallagher next season as well. But Hudson-Odoi, we haven't given him that time to just flourish where he wants to play, because he's a left winger. You know what I mean?
He is by trade, no?
Yes.
So you say Ziyech wants to leave?
He wants to leave.
It's been a season, hasn't it? How many seasons?
No, two. Wow. He came under Lampard.
And so does Lukaku.
Lukaku should go.
Oh, no.
He should go now. Lukaku should go now. I should go play in front instead of Lukaku.
Oh no, I
will not do a better job, because he's not doing any job anywhere, bro.
This guy was signed for. You want to tell me,
bro? You want to tell me if I play instead of Lukaku in that in the Premier League, I'm not gonna score 5 goals this season?
5 only.
Okay, I think he scored more than that. But bro, I'm a Chelsea fan and I don't even know how many goals he scored.
You know what's crazy? He's your top scorer in the team. all competitions.
How disappointing, bro.
But I mean, like, it wasn't the best season. But maybe him leaving would not be.
I hear you. Yeah. But I want someone who's willing to. You see, Werner Werner has never come and complained. Yes. And I think he also wants to leave, by the way.
True. Yeah. But he probably stay too, because he's so young.
I'll be happy keeping him, because it's somebody who wants to try. You know?
I'd actually play Werner on the wing, or based on the formation that you play, I'd play him as part of the 2 behind the striker. in that game against Madrid, at the Bernabeu, I mean, he did score a goal.
Yeah.
But other than that goal, where he was coming off of the wing, he was so. I mean, I think I watched the game against was it Southampton this season where he was playing on the wing again.
This guy turned up twice this season.
He did.
Home against Southampton, away against Southampton. So I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Not a good sample size there. But the thing is, bro, you see, we were talking about Luis Diaz. You see, Luis Diaz is somebody who will attack you.
Yes.
He will do something.
Direct.
But I feel like Werner needs space in behind. And in the Premier League, when you play against Chelsea, who holds the ball for a long time,
you drop.
Yes, and there's no space. You put Werner in that Spurs team, it's a whole different story.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he's a good player, wrong team. Same thing for Lukaku. Whenever Lukaku gets the ball, just look at him, bro. He just puts his head down and he starts running. And he will show you where you want. I want the ball hit. Bro, we want come short, hold the ball, and then bring people in. He doesn't do that.
Which, I mean, whose fault is... Who's at fault?
The team, recruitment.
The team, yeah, absolutely.
100 million player for a player who doesn't suit your system, that's a howler.
It's shocking.
Shocking, bro.
So how much do you even sell him for? And to whom?
No one wants... And the fact that they know that we want to get rid of him or he wants to leave and people don't have money.
Getting ripped off.
Exactly. Oh.
I mean, that's a sad case. I wonder how that's going to go.
Yeah.
But one other I've already mentioned is Lewandowski. Where do you think he ends up this summer? Because Barcelona...
Chelsea. I'm sorry. I'll start mentioning Chelsea.
How many marquee signings are you getting? You're getting Neymar.
We're getting everybody.
You're getting
everybody, bro. We're signing everyone. I don't see him. Look, I'm a bit shocked that he's linked with Barca.
Yes, I am too.
I'm just like...
Considering the financial position.
Yeah.
How Barcelona... If anything, PSG could sign Lewandowski, considering that they've got no regard for financial fair play and they're not being investigated at all. They could probably sign, or let me say, they would be in a position to sign Lewandowski because he explicitly said...
How old is he?
He's about 30, I believe, 30, 31.
Whoa. Much younger than I thought. I thought it was like 33.
Okay, 32 at most. Don't quote me on the 30, 31. But... saying explicitly that your story at Bayern is over.
And it sounded okay. I read it. It's weird to say he sounded angry.
He did.
But when you read, it sounds like it comes from, it wasn't a happy statement.
Yes. It wasn't like I've decided we've mutually agreed that I should leave.
My man is 33, bro.
33. Wow. Okay. 33.
Turns 34 this year. What? I'm telling you.
I thought he was a lot longer than that.
When you said 30, I'm like, wait. Could be right.
Okay, I was way off of it.
34 this year.
Wow.
That's in August. So next season, when the season starts, my man is 34.
And Barca already got Aubameyang, who's...
That's why I'm shocked. He's done well.
And he's done well. I mean, they've got strikers. Barca's got strikers.
What strikers? Ferran Torres.
Okay, other than Depay, could say he's a striker.
Oh, okay.
And they've got Ansu Fati, who's coming up, who should be play up front, I believe.
Why he can't stay fit, bro? What's wrong, man?
Yeah, man.
So good that kid.
It's the Barca doctors. You know what? I'm blaming the Barca doctors.
Yeah, something there.
It can't be the players every time. It's the doctors getting it all messed up because Fatu is such a great talent. Just get him fit, man.
Bro, because nowadays you have data. You can tell that a player should play this amount of minutes. And I saw this at Liverpool. I think Klopp was talking about it. And he talks a lot about it in like press conferences. They keep, even Tuchel, they keep track of how many minutes you should play, how many minutes your muscles can endure, things like this, and they should rest you. But I don't think they do that at Barca. I'm not sure.
I mean... They would know better than us, right? But it doesn't seem like it considering Dembele's injury problems for so many seasons. A guy you signed for 100 million who could potentially leave for free.
Was it not more?
Okay, let's say 120.
Yeah, it was somewhere there.
Depending on the currency, right? And then who could potentially leave for free? And whose fault is that? In the season that he does come back, I mean, we could say since Xavi's been in charge, he's been playing regularly. And look at how much his performance improved, So you can't only blame it on the player. Another 100 million player who could leave is Pogba, and he's probably going back to Juventus.
He said, oh, okay, but he's leaving for sure, 100%.
100%.
He posted it on his Twitter.
Yes,
it's been a pleasure to be part of Man U. Blah blah blah.
And imagine losing a player for free, re-signing him for 100 million odd. only to lose him for free again. That's shocking bit of business from Manchester United. And I mean, regardless of where he ends up, I know Pogba's a great talent and he'll succeed. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Gareth Bale's another free agent who's just left the club, Real Madrid, along with Isco. I wonder where he'll end up. He probably, if he doesn't retire, which I don't think he will do, I'll probably see him back in the UK. Where exactly in the UK, I'm not too sure.
Where would you want him to go?
I mean, just go play for Cardiff or something.
Cardiff, bro.
Go play for Cardiff, become player
League
coach.
One, bro.
Look, player coach, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, like, yeah, Cardiff, you know, they're League One, right?
I don't know, but I think they're not in the Premier for sure.
Yeah.
He should go to. I think he should go to like a. You see what Eriksen did? Just go to a small team where they'll look at you like a god, and you don't have to do too much. You know, but Spurs, we know you'll bag goals.
I think Spurs will take him, just not on the same wages.
Nah, even last season when he was playing, bro, like they are at a level where they need game-changing players, and you can't have a passenger on the team. And I think Bale will be a passenger. Yes. So just go be a striker at like a Brentford or something like that. You know,
that could work.
Even like a Nottingham Forest that got promoted.
He could actually, depending on. I think he's made so much money he doesn't have to make. Like his next contract doesn't have to be so crazy. So that's going to be an interesting case. But I just want to say, shout out to Gareth Bale. What a legend he's been for the club. And as much as the Spanish media has given him hell in Spain, I think he deserves every bit of respect and every bit of love and appreciation from the fans of Real Madrid, because what more could you have wanted for the guy, you know? Big player who delivered on the biggest stage. I mean, got us trophies, the most decorated British player in European competitions.
Sheesh.
I mean, he's got, you know, my best wishes for his future. And I'd love to see him play, you know, anytime. I think Wales play, is it Ukraine in the World Cup qualifiers?
Yeah, Ukraine.
Tottenham signed Perisic in
Perisic,
which is
bro.
clear. I think that's a clear statement, not statement signing, but you know we're bringing 3-5-2 back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know,
back.
when you sign Perisic, and they also linked with what's his name, Kostic,
from
Frankfurt,
and
you know those are guys that can only play wing back, a proper wing. This is why I wanted him. I wanted him at Chelsea because
Kostic.
we played that. Not Perisic, and he was linked with Chelsea before Spurs. Then he rejected us to go to.
I think as a minister. Depending on who Chelsea signs, because you're losing quite a few players in the summer. And other than marquee signings, you guys are going to have to do some serious business, especially in the back, you know?
Yeah.
And Jules Koundé is not going to be enough, unfortunately.
He's not.
So you're going to have to get some big...
I want Koulibaly, bro. But I feel like it's a bit too late. We've been linked with him for the past 5 years, bro.
He's probably in his prime now. And you can get a good 3-4 seasons out of him, you know, which what the Napoli president said when asked about Koulibaly.
Because if you can have Koulibaly, and he's left-footed, so you have him on left centre back. In the middle, you have Thiago Silva. Right centre back, you have Joe Koundé. That is solid.
37-year-old Thiago Silva.
Who is bro? He's still delivering. I think he's 38 next season.
Y'all gotta let that
man
go. Let my guy rest.
Let it go.
Let him rest. Yeah. But I mean, it'll be interesting to see because midfield, Chelsea seems a bit sorted there, I would say.
Yeah.
Maybe one more transfer given if Jorginho does not leave.
I think the one who might leave is Kante. Kante might leave.
What?
Bro.
That's
not that. I think, bro. I've seen a lot of links with Man United on Sky Sport. Sky Sport actually yesterday they said that Ten Hag wants Mason Mount.
Wow. But I think
I'll fight him, bro. I'll fight Ten Hag, bro.
I think
I'll curse him like a Toure cursed Pep Guardiola. You'll never win anything.
I think he's casting his net in the waters and seeing who he gets. Because at this point,
bro.
He's just. I mean, they mentioned Man United will also have to do some serious recruiting this
they do.
Summer. But in all likeliness, they'll probably end up with a few Ajax graduates.
Yeah,
you know.
They were linked with. By the way, they were linked with Timber, a centre back from Ajax.
They'll probably get Timber.
He wants to stay.
He wants to stay.
Yeah, I saw this on the United stand today. Apparently, he wants to stay at Ajax one more year.
Wow, that's a bit shocking.
I know.
Jeez. And there's also, I mean, the defense. I mean, there's just a revelation at Man United. So that's going to be, interesting to see how it goes. But Ten Hag is not going to get half the people he wants. He wants a De Jong. De Jong says he wants to stay.
Please, because bro, one of those players that you don't you want him at your club and you don't want other people to have him. So he'd rather stay in another league.
Yes.
Please stay. Just stay at Barca.
Yes. I totally agree. I mean, you know what? Actually, I take my words back. Pogba is probably going to end up in PSG because I can only see Kante going to PSG.
I'd rather have that. Please don't. Because if you see, Kante is loved. I don't think Kante has ever done anything wrong in football. And this will be the first thing.
Yes, that he does.
Yes, bro. I'm telling you, you go to Man United. What are we supposed to do?
No.
Clap for you?
No,
you got, If you leave, you've been at a club, you've been like the main man at a club for such a long time.
Yes.
If you move to another league.
If you move.
Yeah.
If you move. Because why would you want to? I mean, he's on good money at Chelsea and he's got the number 7. He's got the World Cup. He's got the Champions League.
He's won it all.
The league.
I think he doesn't have the FA Cup. Does he?
And where are you going to win it at Man United? I don't think so. I really doubt that. But, you know, I'm really looking forward to an interesting window. The newest newly promoted teams as well will be surely looking to do some business, with Nottingham Forest having a squad valued at just £3 million coming into the Premier League.
If they get Gareth Bale, bro, they go bankrupt.
They go back just the one monkey. I swear, get Bale, sell as many shirts as you possibly can, then go back down. Make him do it all again. And do it all again. So from the teams who have just been promoted, who do you think the likes of Bournemouth, Fulham and Nottingham Forest are likely to go after from the teams that have just been relegated? That include Burnley, Norwich and Watford. Please let us know down below. And last question before we move on, is Neymar coming to Chelsea?
Absolutely.
He's coming.
You heard it here first.
He's coming home.
Neymar on the left wing, Dembele on the right wing. You heard it here first.
NHS down the middle. The National Service. On that note, thank you once again for tuning in to the latest sports show with your host, Hitter. Thank you, Dox, for having me and being a guest on this show.
Thank you for having me.
It has been a pleasure. I would now like to kindly thank you for tuning in and kindly ask you to subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a like on the video, comment and let us know what you think of the show, and also hit the notification bell, because what are you doing? Share the video as well. Take care of yourselves, spread love, and until the next one, adios amigos. That brings us to the NBA Finals, where the Boston Celtics will play the Golden State Warriors in what will be the most exciting series of the NBA season.